here we are, coming in any moment now. Let's try that. Yeah. Always some sort of technical thing. Yeah, hate that. All right, we're
That
back
that song
in.
gets me pumped up when I hear it, Jim. It does, man. It
well,
really
that's
does.
well, that's saying a lot, man. You
Yeah,
got.
it's a good video.
All right. Well, here we are, guys. Back at you, Los Angeles Real Estate Reality, the live stream here with Darren, my partner, Darren Hubert, and Joe Cloninger over at Urban Hillsides Real Estate here in Northeast L.A. We've got two topics for you in this session. And I guess before I get into it too much and forget, let me do the famous disclaimer. Darren Hubert and Joe Cloninger are real estate agents at Keller Williams Los Feliz under the Urban Hillsides brand. All opinions expressed by Urban Hillsides or guests on this video are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Keller Williams Los Feliz. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Urban Hillsides as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of Urban Hillsides team's opinions. This video is for informational purposes only. There you go. All right. So two topics, and as usual, we'll be going over solds in the last 7 days, as well new listings. And I saw the numbers kind of bump up on actives. Did you notice that, Darren?
Absolutely, it's a trend we've been seeing, Joe. More actives, slightly fewer
Yeah.
slow solds. It was expected. We'll see if the solds catch up.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully that's some good news for some people out there. So we're going to start with the article, and let me do this. I'll share my screen. Let's see, and we'll go here. Okay, so this is from Insider. Darren, you found this, Business Insider. And I'll go ahead and read the article a bit, but the title is intriguing. Millennials are getting screwed again by their second housing crisis in 12 years. So the highlights: the pandemic, underbuilding of homes, and lumber scarcity have created a historic housing shortage. Tightening inventory is pushing homeownership away in millennials' prime home buying years. It's the latest economic challenge facing the generation and second housing crisis. So, America is running out of houses amid a historic housing shortage and record high selling prices. A recent banknote from Jefferies said the U.S. was short 2.5 million homes, while Freddie Mac put the estimate higher at shortage of 3.8 million. There are 40% fewer homes on the market than last year, a Black Knight report found. It's bad news for many aspiring buyers rather, but especially for millennials. It's just the latest chapter in a long line of bad economic luck. Daryl Fairweather, the chief economist at Redfin, told Insider it was unfortunate the generation that suffered from the last housing crisis, entering the job force in the middle of a recession, was now facing a different kind of housing crisis. Now that they have economically recovered and are looking to buy a home for the first time, we're faced with this housing shortage, she said. They're already boxed out of the housing market. The shortage is a result of several things: contractors underbuilding over the past dozen years, a lumber shortage, and the pandemic. It comes at a time when millennials have reached the peak age for first-time home ownership, according to CoreLogic, and led the housing recovery. But such increased millennial demand has exacerbated the shrinking housing inventory. Housing was largely an out-of-reach dream for millennials for years. Even before the pandemic, they were struggling to take advantage of historically low mortgage rates. But rates dropped even further after the coronavirus arrived, fueling a year-long housing market boom that never abated and soon morphed into an inventory crisis. While CoreLogic said millennials were set to drive the housing sector for a long time to come, They won't have an easy time of it if skyrocketing prices and tight inventory create new affordability challenges. Just as homeownership fell within their grasp, it's slipping out of their fingers yet again. Not enough homes since the Great Recession. Darren, anything you wanted to say in the past that I just talked about?
We're repeating the conversation. This puts it in a slightly different context.
Okay.
And it's highlighting millennials. But yeah, I'll comment at the end.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Not enough homes since the Great Recession. A dozen years after a housing bubble spurred the financial crisis of 2008, many millennials have found themselves juggling the lingering effects of the Great Recession with the coronavirus recession, staggering student debt, and soaring living costs. Chief among the latter has been the price of homes. By 2018, millennials buying their first home were paying 39% more than boomers did at the same age nearly 40 years ago. The increasing cost of a down payment made it even more difficult for millennials already struggling to build wealth to save. Then came the 2020 housing boom. Millennials led all generations in home buying last year, according to Apartment List's homeownership report, accelerating a 5-year trend in millennial homeownership rates rising the fastest. The millennial homeownership rate climbed to 47.9% from 40% just 3 years ago, according to the report. The Jeffries note also said homeownership rates had increased among those 25 to 29 and especially accelerated for those ages 30 to 34. The same note also pointed to the underbuilding of homes dating back to the Great Recession. We've been underbuilding for years, Gay Coraraton, the Director of Housing and Commercial Research for the National Association of Realtors, told Insider. She said the U.S. had been about 6.5 million homes short since 2000 and was facing a 2-month supply of homes that should look more like a 6-month supply. There have been 20 times fewer homes built in the past decade than in any decade as far back as the 1960s, according to Fairweather. She added that was not enough homes for millennials, who are the biggest generations to buy. The pandemic and the lumber shortage worsened the situation. Further driving the housing scarcity is the pandemic. Some owners aren't listing their homes as a safety precaution, Coratorum said. Others are wary of putting them on the market for fear of being unable to find an affordable replacement to buy. Cannot say that last name. Coraraton said there might have been more homes on the market absent a historic lumber shortage. Lumber factories shut down almost immediately in March 2020 because of safety restrictions. When the housing market opened up, Americans bought more new houses than the lumber industry could keep up with. As demand spiked, lumber prices jumped by almost 200% since April 2020. It led to an average unexpected price increase of more than $35,000 for new homes in the past, according to the National Association of Home Builders, one aspect of a nationwide record high rise in housing prices. Home prices have been going up for years at a steeper rate than they did ahead of the Great Recession. But the national median home sale price hit a new high of $353,000 in March, according to Redfin. Housing prices are up 18% year over year, Fairweather said. I don't see values going down at any point, she said. The shrinking housing inventory further inflamed a market already hot with demand, sparking cutthroat competition. The typical house is getting snatched up in less than a month as aspiring home buyers find themselves in bidding wars, putting in all cash offers and offering higher down payments. Cash sales have increased from 18 to 23% in the past year, and first-time home buyers are more likely to pay a full 20% down payment than they were last year, according to NAR. Because the market is so tight, you want to sweep in and make your offer more attractive, adding that a 20% down payment was more appealing to the seller because it signifies financial capability. Homes sold in March had nearly 5 offers on average, compared with 2 offers in 2019 and 2020 at the same time. Seeing some houses with multiple offers, some buyers on tight budgets aren't even bothering to jump into the bidding war, losing an avenue for building wealth. A heated market running low on homes and high on competitive demand has ultimately set a new pricing precedent that is pushing home ownership further away from many first-time buyers. While the wealthier cohort of the millennials may be better positioned to buy a home, even those who successfully managed to scrape together some savings are facing dwindling chances of home ownership. Owning a home is a traditional way of building wealth through equity, but the increasing cost of such an investment is eliminating that opportunity for many. This is particularly troubling for millennials, some of whom already have less wealth than past generations at their age. Losing housing as a wealth avenue could further widen the generational wealth gap between them and baby boomers, adding to the vicious cycle of millennial economic woes. Home ownership is going to be more difficult for millennials, adding that some of them were still dealing with the debt. All right. Contractors need to ramp up new builds if they want to satisfy growing millennial demand, according to Jeffries. As many as 2 million new homes per year, maybe even more, to fully repair the imbalance. Housing starts rose to 1.7 million in March, but Coratoron said building new homes was also the beginning of addressing the housing issue. New construction homes can be expensive for buyers, while an increase in supply would relieve pressure on prices, she said. Down payment assistance would be helpful. And when more homes are built, she added, we should allow for further density or higher density housing, which would mean changing zoning laws and regulations. But she said, that's easier said than done. While builders are doing everything they can to build so they can take advantage of a hot housing market, Fairweather said challenges like the lumber shortage, a lack of skilled labor, and shipping shortages, which affect the appliances going into a home, aren't helping. All the shortages right now are definitely not helping us figure out way out of the hole. But even without those challenges, the hole is humongous, Fairweather said. So it's going to take decades of building lots and lots of homes. That was a long one. Wow. But a lot in there.
It was.
A lot in there.
You wanna stop sharing, Joe?
Sure.
Because
yeah.
I get the feedback otherwise. There we
Yep.
go. Awesome, man. So, really good article. I mean, in my opinion, really lays it out well. And this isn't simply about millennials. This is about anybody wanting to buy.
Right.
I know the millennials are in their prime building years or buying years, so that clearly affects them. But we chose this article because we wanted to highlight some things that are maybe not always understood, particularly if you're trying to buy for the first time. I think that article highlights that buying a home is one of the best ways to build wealth. I think that's existed for a very long time. It's really a way to work into the middle class and maybe get into the upper middle class. So our next one will highlight another point we have when we do the video after we finish reviewing this. But it is wealth building for two reasons. I'll say this. It is equity building, but it's also, and I've always talked about housing in this way, it's a hedge against inflation. Okay? So our government and our Federal Reserve is set up to have a steady flow of inflation every year. Their target's typically 2%. And how do you hedge against that? Is you own assets. Okay? So the cost of rent rises with inflation. The cost of owning does not. So you always, we were talking about this when we chose this article, Joe. We talked about how many people do you look back on and say, gosh, I really regret buying a house. Maybe there was a narrow window, but anybody who's had it for a period of time, even those who bought and went through the housing crisis, if they got through that and they still owned it today, they're super happy they own a house. So if you're buying for long-term, housing has never shown up in the negative. Only in the short term it has. And you have to be able to navigate those short terms. They always say, have some money in the bank, have some backup. Anything, any investment. If you need to get out quickly, you can get hurt if it's the wrong time. But long term, housing has always proven to be a very good investment, a hedge against inflation, a wealth building opportunity. So getting into there requires some sacrifice, and even more today. The article is correct. Even more today than it may have been in the past. The other thing we wanted to highlight about this was the underbuilt component. And being around activism in our communities and engaging with so many people, I've got to say, I started finding myself in situations where I didn't agree and felt uncomfortable because so many who live here now, maybe it's in much of America, I certainly know in much of LA, or don't want more density. They're always resistant to changing zoning, adding more housing, at building vertical. LA is very resistant to vertical build. And, that position and the zoning that comes out of that has created an underdeveloped environment. They're talking about the last 10, 12 years because, builders got a little shy after the housing crisis. There's been a shortage of supplies more recently. But look, it's a bigger problem than that. I think for those of you particularly looking to get into the market and want things to be more affordable, both on the purchase and the rental side, you've got to support more density if you want to stay in LA to increase the supply. We always go back to the simple supply and demand. It's really that. We've been hedging the supply through policy, through positions, through NIMBYism. Don't build in my backyard, build somebody else's backyard, that's okay. If you got to support it. Yeah. Otherwise, it drives prices up. And here we are, super high prices is the bottom line.
Yeah, I'm thinking of one client in particular who, wonderful lady, and I actually think she would be on the right side of this answer, but yeah, she's got some kids. She wants them to find a home, and I think she would support what you're saying. She in terms of this backyard issue, it's harder for her kids right now to get the right place.
Right.
We all need to be in on this answer, I think.
I think there's a finger pointing that goes on. These developers are making a ton of money and this and that. And, all these things can be worked out if we all come to the agreement that we actually need more housing. We need to open up those floodgates to create it. It's not a lot. And there are short moments, lumber shortage right now. There are short moments where things may limit it, but really it's policy, positions, and not allowing people to build more because of a desire for less density in our city. So please, if you want more affordable housing, more affordable rents, and the majority of people do, unless you're getting ready to sell, is the reality, then you've got to support more development because the two are at odds with each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Cool, man. So this next one, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm not sure if it was this article or something else I read. I think on the builder side too, obviously they're talking here, they said decades to get this right. But in terms of building traditional stick homes versus new manufacturing processes for homes, I think that would help as well. Of course, we get conservatively locked in to the norm in terms of building stick homes, but I think there are some other choices there that might be helpful. I was just reading something about a developer in Detroit who has been using Quonset huts and, making them more modern, making them attractive, but that basic shape and that structure, you're not building walls, there are no pillars, there are no walls inside, and you can get that building up pretty fast. I think we've got to look at that as well.
Yeah, I would say two of the biggest components that have passed and have moved forward, although there's been a lot of negative pushback and feedback in regards to them. But two things have opened up building. Small lot subdivisions, allow them to be built on 2,000 square feet, allow denser building, and then all the ADU regulations that have opened up. If we didn't have those two things in Los Angeles, in the state of California, we would be even substantially further behind. So it's in our areas that are fully developed. It's all about infill. It's hard. You're not going to get 40 acres and you're going to go build a whole bunch of single family homes.
Right.
So yeah, it's about how to do infill properly and make it the best it can for the neighborhoods and the structures and the systems and the roads that support it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's, as you were saying, we can go to Barbara here.
Yeah.
Seems
So
like
this
we're
article,
really big fans of hers.
I know, twice in a row here. She's talking about real estate lately. I will say she's talking about flipping homes in this article, but that's not our focus. We'll get through 3 minutes and then we'll chat about the point we're trying to drive home with this segment.
Cool. All right. Let's do this. Blah, blah, blah. Share audio. All right. There she is. Go on here. Oh, hold on.
Oh, welcome, welcome. I cannot tell you how much I trust this human. She is just fantastic. So have at it. It is now your show, Michael. What would you like
Another
to know?
star.
Thank you, Rachel, and thank you, Barbara. I'm a huge fan of you both, and thank you for this opportunity. Barbara, I'm a realtor in New Jersey, and the market is wild right now. I work with a lot of investors, and I'm an investor myself. So I wanted to ask you a two-part question. First off, during this challenging pandemic, do you think it's a good opportunity for people to invest in long-term rental properties as like a landlord-tenant situation or short-term fix and flip opportunities? And the second part of the question is, it's a very competitive seller's market here in New Jersey. So what can buyers do in order to stand out and edge out the competition?
Well, both very good questions, and probably the same question that almost everybody out there buying a house is sort of asking themselves right now. Number one, it's a terrible time to flip houses unless you have a secret formula. The time to flip houses when you could buy something on the cheap. And right now, 60% of every house sold in New Jersey, as well as everywhere else, is going into a bidding war. So you're not going to buy anything on the cheap. Forget that. It's much smarter to buy, to rent, and to hold probably for 3 to 5 years, because you will definitely make money. It's the right way to go. But you need to know your numbers. I'm sure as a professional real estate person, you're walking in and you already know what the house is going to sell for before you walk in. You know what the improvement cost is going to be, and you better be really clear on your numbers because those are going through the roof. And you'll also know, hopefully, clearly what you're going to get in rent. Any of those three numbers are wrong, you don't make any money. It's a tough market. But if you're careful with those three, you can make a lot of money. And then your second part of your question is, how do I stand apart from the competition or the crowd? What I think is the most powerful tool you could have as a buyer is to say you're an all cash buyer, no contingencies. So waiving contingencies, going in with a pre-qualification from a bank or a mortgage broker with the financing already approved. You could say, I'm an all cash buyer. There are no contingencies here. That gives you power. And last, in addition to that, you have to go in and not be afraid to bid high and overpay. Now, most people feel ashamed of overpaying. I don't. I've overpaid for every great piece of real estate I've ever bought, and I've still made money as long as I've held it in the long term. So don't be afraid to overpay. It's that kind of a market.
Thank you so much. That was great advice, and I'm definitely going to relay that over to my buyers. I really appreciate it.
I think
Barbara.
that's it, Joe.
My
Yes, sir.
jaw's on the floor. This isn't even my
Oh,
jam.
yeah. Just in time. Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you're saying, that's reinforcing what we're talking about from a famous shark, someone who's done well.
Sure. And it. I still get the reverb now, Joe. I don't know if you're sharing.
Oh, let me do that.
There we go. It's gone now. Okay. So, gosh, to hear it from her, just as we're cruising around, always paying attention to what's going on and what people are talking
Right.
about. We say it, and we can look back on the history and talk about, real estate as wealth building and the things the previous article spoke about. But we are also, you and I both are value seekers, and we like a value and we seek a value. There is almost, maybe I'm even being kind and saying almost no value in today's market. It's really, you're paying a premium. So if you're always seeking value, it's super hard, if not impossible, to continue to find something. Now, look, people just have a cap on what they can afford, on what they're comfortable with. That's one thing. Okay, we completely respect that.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you can afford more and you're trying to underbid or write lowball offers, you're in the wrong market. You really are. You're just going to be spinning your wheels a lot.
Yeah. Take advantage of what you've got and what you've done.
Yeah. Overpaying, it never feels good. It never feels good to tell a story. No one says, hey, Joe, come here, man. Let me tell you, I just overpaid for this. Right? It doesn't happen. But in 5 years, as she says, 3 to 5 years, as long as you have a reasonably long outlook, you're going to be fine. And you're going to be the one that owns a house where other people are still renting and your mortgage is fixed while all the rents are rising. It really is about getting in. If you look back historically, most of the people you will speak to, I can guarantee you, will feel they overpaid, even when they bought.
Sure.
Even if they wrote below list and they got it, they're still thinking, wait, did I overpay?
Yeah.
A lot of people feel that way.
Well, I was telling you earlier today, my mom, 1974, paid $43,000. That was dear money. And I saw them sweating it.
Right.
Here we are. I need to sell the house. And yeah, it's somewhere around $550,000. So.
And those stories never end. I paid $150,000 for my first house. And I was like stretched to the max. I couldn't believe it. And look how ridiculous that story sounds to be told now. And I'm sure somebody can say who bought 10 years ago or 5 years ago. And it's going to be like, it's always looking back in real estate thinking I should have done that. Somebody gave me advice early on. Just some random thing, but it really stuck. And I was young when I bought my first house. He basically said, well, do you believe in your own future? Yeah. Do you believe you're going to continue to prosper and grow? And if so, then push the limits. If you're young, you have a long future ahead of you, and you believe that you're going to be successful, you got to move into an uncomfortable zone at some point. And I did the traditional. I rented a room. I made it work until, gosh, it just seemed like the payment was so low when everybody's rent was rising. So, overpaying never feels good, but it gets you in the door as long as you do have some safety, some savings left. Some ability, if something goes wrong in the short term, that you can make it work and get through and make it work long term, you'll feel good about it.
Well, I'm thinking of a client, single guy, who almost closing escrow, but he has a decent job. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, but it's a monthly mortgage that's sizable for him. And I told him, I think, that first year is always kind of the test for you, and you'll get used to that monthly payment. And he's already looking for a roommate. So, yeah.
Yeah. You adjust your lifestyle.
You figure it out.
This is why it's harder when you're older, simply because it's harder to adjust your lifestyle. Certainly if you're younger, honestly, if you believe in yourself, just do your best to get the best house possible, because you have lots of resources and you're way more adaptable to making things work and continue to work.
I didn't tell you this story, but yesterday somebody came to my mom's house, and of course the question comes up, are you selling this house? Her son is looking for a house. Right. And she goes, I've housed him and his wife for a year, telling him to get his down payment together and all that, and he saved up $80,000. I said, good. And sounds like he's got a good union paying job. It's like $50 an hour. I think he's a welder or a lineman or something like that. And I said, so what does his wife do? Well, she's a waitress, but she really wants to have babies. She wants to have a lot of babies. I said, wow, they're thinking of moving to Texas. I think you guys should move to Texas. That'll make it easier for everybody. I don't know about L.A.
Well, yeah, we talk about the secondary markets, meaning just a lower price point. Housing is the biggest cost for just about everyone. and it's hard to get into the LA market. But if you really want to be here, if that's what makes sense for you, for whatever reason it may be, it's a little riskier, right? I think going to these secondary markets, it's a little less risk averse. You can, you don't feel like, if something goes wrong, you feel like, oh, I'll navigate that easier because I'm not as stretched. Yeah, it's that simple.
The gas isn't $5 a gallon; it's $1.
Right.
All right.
Cool.
Well, I think we slayed that dragon. Let me go ahead and share and get into our sold listings. Let's see here.
So yeah, we have what I'm seeing is 54 new listings.
Okay.
We talked about this at the beginning, and 32 sold. So we're still the numbers are continuing. Maybe next week we'll go back and evaluate a month's worth of this, but substantially more new listings than sold.
Okay, so let's see here. Let me get out of this. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with sold listings from the last 7 days. Here, just make it big. Okay, striking it by our neighborhood, Darren, Silver Lake, Echo Park. Anything that's shouting out at you here? Let's see.
I think Linda's great. Tonight I'd love to talk about
okay.
Benton. Wow.
Okay, let's start with Landa Street. This is 1639 Landa Street. Is this what I think it is? I think it is. Let's see. All right. Okay. So 1639 Landa Street. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,251 square feet. Sold for $1,250,000. Says it's on a lot of 8,532 square feet. Took 69 days on the market, and the list price was $1,195,000, and recently built 2013. And congratulations, Laura Stupsker. Oh, there you go. Gosh, man,
Yeah.
It almost looks like a deal.
It is. It is a deal, and it's in a great neighborhood. The only negative about this that I saw this house being built many years ago, and I believe it was built by Simon Story, who is a great architect here in the Echo Park area. It's the noise from the freeway. The view's great, but often in these great view homes, you're getting freeway noise. So outside of that, the rooftop parking was an awesome design from him. It made the build more cost efficient. It was just a good design for efficiency perspective and cost of build for a hillside home on a very steep hill.
I guess, talking about being near the 5, maybe that's why it took a couple days more than normal, I think, to get this sold. Who knows? Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Next.
Who knows? Benton, 1321 Benton.
There it is. 1321 Benton. Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
this
a
one.
lovely
I remember
house.
this one.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. 1321 Benton Way. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,310 square feet on a 5,643 square foot lot. A whopping $2,595,000 sold price. Wow. Days on market 15, and list price $2,595,000. So didn't move, but very impressive price for this neighborhood. Wow.
Very impressive. And this is,
Yeah.
this is mid-block, not, it's not a view home. Often prices that set these, that push neighborhoods are view homes. But wow, what a very well done house.
Yeah.
I mean, the design is meticulous, inside, outside, finishes. It seems like flow. It's a great house. So, but
In
congrats to the
particular,
seller.
yeah, that front is very unique and it looked very different for that neighborhood and not the usual flip look. It had a really high-end look to it with the brick and all that.
Yes.
So yeah, congratulations, Joe Reichling and Bonnie Bryant. Great sale. And congrats to their investor, looks like.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm still thinking about it. All right. So, what else in that area, Dan?
To 1881 Morton. Go over to Echo Park.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So, 1881 Morton Avenue, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,620 square feet on a lot size 5,227, 1,365,000 sold price. Oh, nice view out there on the kitchen. Days on market 15, list at 1,390,000. Brought to us by Matthew Jamie over at Modern Realty.
Got
So,
it.
yeah.
So coming out of Benton, this looks like it's, not as cohesive and it's been through maybe some generational remodels, but great neighborhood, very nice outdoor space, good open common area. And for that square footage in that neighborhood, I think it's a good price. I think somebody can do a little work and clean it up a bit, and it's a fantastic house. They'll definitely have value over time in that location.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Anything else you see here?
Wow, look at Descanso, 3443 Descanso. That's probably a little more because of the price jump.
Okay. There we go. Wow, modern. 3443 Descanso Drive, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,269 square feet on a small lot, 2,635,000 square feet. Sold for $2,290,000, and days on market 3, and list price $1,849,000, and brought to us by Jeff Clark. You know Jeff Clark.
Sure.
Congrats.
So this is a small lot, 2 houses adjacent to each other, rooftop decks. Very good design again. Gosh, this thing sold for over $400,000 over list price for a small lot.
Right.
Yeah, just kind of blows my mind. 2,269 square feet. It's good size, but again, the small lot thing. This may be a record for a small lot.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. But yeah, it's got the view. It's got a lot of square footage, and yeah, if you don't care about a yard, then I guess you go to Elysian Valley, Elysian Park. Go to the neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything you see there? Should shout about?
Let's jump up
Or
to
not.
Ridgeview. Wow, gosh, another one. 420,000 over list price. I remember seeing this one.
Ridgeview. Oh, there it is.
2120 Ridgeview.
Yeah. Okay. So
This is a
we've
great
moved-
property.
Yeah, we've moved out of
We've gone to
Eagle
Eagle
Park,
Rock now.
Silver Lake. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. 2120 Ridgeview Avenue. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,036 square feet on a 10,266 square foot lot in Eagle Rock. 1,815,000. Started at a list price of 1,395,000. Wow. Days on market 11, and brought to us by Brian Corville. So congratulations to Brian. Um, so did you look at this one or no? We just saw it here, I think. Yeah.
We had a client interested in it, but it was one of those, if you didn't jump on it in the first day or two, they had no more available showings. That's so frustrating. Gosh, for those of you buyers out there, this is the new hurdle, which never
Just seeing
existed in the past. This is a COVID hurdle that's still existing under COVID. Maybe that'll change soon. We'll continue to follow the California Association of Realtors guidelines. But currently under COVID, you still need to do an individual appointment, one person at a time. So these, if you've been out there buying at all, particularly on these hot properties, you know, if they do them in 15-minute or half-hour intervals, that's really up to the seller and the agent. If you call 3 days after a listing, every single appointment available to see that property might be booked. And that's it. You're out of luck.
The week still left until offers
Right.
are due.
It's just, I'll be happy when that hurdle's gone. It'll be a whole new world, though, to be going to open houses with, 50 people at the open house.
Yeah.
But I'd much rather have that. Everybody should get a chance to see the property.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to this. Okay. Anything else in Eagle Rock? Let's see. Uh-oh. It's hard to hear you. Are you there? Oh. No. Let's see. I'm going to try to work with your mic a little bit. It might be that internet. Let's see. And jump back in.
Sure.
Let's see. Yeah. Just use that same link. Maybe it'll give you new life. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So Darren's going to jump back in. I'm going to remove him, and he's going to jump back in. Let's go to, as we wait for him. Wow. Let's check out Redcliffe. Let's see. So this is 2129 Redcliffe. We can dream, can't we? Look at this. It is 3,195,000 sold. Oops. Bear with me. Bear with us, guys. Wasn't planning on this. Let's see. In. Okay. For connection. There we go. All right. Cool. So let's take a look. So only one picture, but you can see here, pretty amazing house. 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 3,000 square feet, 3,195 on a 6,634 square foot lot. And it started at 3,195. Days on market 2. And this was brought to us by Jeff Yarbrough. Normally not out in these parts, but congrats to you, Jeff. That's awesome. Let's see if we can get Darren back in. You know, Darren had some problems with his internet, so we may end this a little shorter than normal. So I apologize for that, guys. But let's see. We'll wait for him a couple more minutes and see what we can do. Let's see. Okay. So sold listings. Okay, so let's go to the area of Highland Park. Let's see what's going on there. Let's see. Here, let's stay in Eagle Rock. One more. Wow. Let's take a look at this. Escarpa Drive. Okay. So Eagle Rock again. Let's see. Gosh, everyone's taking their photos out. But this was 1906 Escarpa Drive, 3,075,000, 5 bedroom, 3 bath, 3,110 square feet. And I was just amazed because the lot size, huge, 24,900, days on market 11, and the list price, as I clear my throat, 2,448,000. Yeah, this is the lot. This is the property. We actually had a client go after this property, and yeah, it went nuts. It went crazy. Great area near Occidental College. Congrats to Edith and Liz over at Compass. Great job, guys. Very impressive. And it was a very impressive property. A lot of great space. So I know we were going to talk about that one for sure. I wish I had Darren here. But all right. So that was Eagle Rock that I wanted to catch. 93, area 93 is Highland Park, if I remember correctly. And we talked about Ridgeview. No, 1284 is Highland Park. So let's look at Baltimore Street. Okay. Okay. And then I think what we're going to do is go through some active listings and we'll close out a little early. So let's take a look at 5244 Baltimore Street, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,315 square feet, sold for $1,200,000 on a lot size of almost 6,000 and 48 days on the market, so it took a little longer than normal. List price was $949,000, and this was brought to us by Nomi Kalkanoff. So, you know, for me, the downside here would be that it's by a high school. But obviously, looks like really nice finishes, floors, all of it's very nicely done, the bathrooms. So good for them. Congrats, but quite a jump up. 250,000 jump. Still looks like there's some work that you could do as well. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get to some active listings. For those buying, I'm sure you're more eager about that. I agree. New listings, 7 days, last 7 days. So, as Darren mentioned, inventory has gone up. We're at 60 as of right now. We were hovering around 40s there for a while. It went up last year, and it went up, I believe, another 10 listings this week. So this is good to see. This is good to see. Starting in Silver Lake, Echo Park. Let's see. We did Silver Ridge already. Oh, yeah. So let's call this one out. So this is 2522 Griffith Park Boulevard. We were actually up for this listing. Very nice family from out of town. And they took a different route than we suggested. So this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,098 square feet for 800,000. So a screaming deal. It's on a lot of 4,747 square feet, and days on market 4. Let's see, built 1936, and brought to us by Anna Lee. So, this is certainly a fixer, and that's how it's being marketed. Absolutely sure of that. As it says in the first sentence, big potential fixer in prime Silver Lake, trendy location. This fixer has an open living room with an attached den dining area leading to a large kitchen with breakfast nook. The bedrooms are in the back of the home with full bathroom. Lots of natural sunlight throughout the home. The property also sits on a good-sized lot for a home, enough to expand and stretch into the backyard. This home is nestled on a semi-uphill lot, hilltop views from 2 terraced level yard space. Great walking distance to many cool, trendy shopping areas, including Gelson's Markets and Trader Joe's, and also close by great restaurants, bars, cafes to enjoy in this great L.A. location. So let's see what it says here. So limited showings, it seems, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this week only between 1 to 4:30 with the listing agent. And yeah, that's it. Looking for all cash. I would guess in the future this is going to be flipped. Somebody might be able to do some great magic with this and put it back on the market. So, oh, I hear somebody. There he is. Let's see.
Wow.
Darren.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you. I don't know where the camera went.
Gosh.
But are you seeing what I'm looking at?
I am, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this is a flip opportunity for an investor, and they will be rapidly going after this.
What's our address on this one, Joe?
This is 2522 Griffith Park.
Ah, we know that property. Yeah.
To anyone listening, yes, we know this property.
We do. Yes. Underpriced. Certainly a lot of upside on this property. Yeah. An example, I hate to put it out there, but of an agent that, wasn't willing to do the work to get the best price.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Well, she's from the West Side. She's not a local area agent. And, could have gotten a lot more for this with some slight moves and improvements.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, this will be an interesting one. What do you think this will go for, Darren? I'm already in the actives. So.
Okay. So.
What do you want to put on this one?
Well, I can tell you I feel confident what it would go for if it was remodeled. It would be, around probably 1.3, 1.4.
Yeah.
So it's not horribly off. I mean, it seems like the structure's good. Could use some updating in plumbing and
Absolutely.
electrical and probably roofing, landscaping. But I think the work could be done for, gosh, on a budget, maybe 100 to 150. It'd be a completely redone house.
Yeah.
So there's definitely margin there.
I think the other thing too, as opposed to some of the other homes along this street, this actually has a yard that you could work with.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. And a lot of people in this neighborhood, obviously this is close to you. There's a lot of upside for the neighborhood itself. So it's also a prime candidate to add square footage and really jump the price to another level. Push it closer to 2 million if you add square footage. That could work, but it's very hard to find what may be a traditional flip without adding square footage these days. But at this point, at this price, this falls into that category.
Yeah. So you gave a retail. Let's just venture on this one for what it is now. So what do you think?
Oh, well, it's hard to tell because it's already been on the
9.
market. What is it? It's listed at 8?
At 800,000,
Yeah.
and they're asking for all cash.
Which is, again, so they're going to sell
Yeah.
themselves short by taking all cash. It didn't need that. Gosh, so, as soon as you see all cash, and I know there's a lot of cash out there in the world, there really is. But, those are the bottom feeders often that are coming in all cash. And so you're going to get
Right.
bottom feeder pricing.
Yeah. This may get dropped down.
It may go lower. Yeah.
Yeah.
If as soon as that group of people know that, that's their competition is other people similar to them. Now if a retail buyer comes in and has the ability to do all cash, then it won't. I think it'll go
Right.
up a little still. Which is possible.
Well, this will be interesting. So I'm going to say 950. I think there's a crazy buyer who's going to make it work for him.
I think it's going to go for 850.
Okay. 850. All right. Okay. Let's get out of that one. Do you have the list in front of you, Darren? I can.
Sure, you're in actives.
Yep.
Give
Yep.
me a moment here. So you did Griffith Park, got it. That was early
All
on.
right. Panorama Terrace. Kind of. God. Prices.
I know, man. Gosh, go Glendale Boulevard. It's probably busy. It's a small.
Oh. Well, if I remember correctly, this was sold barely a year ago by a realtor, and it is flipped. Yeah. Let's see. And they did a really good job. Who was this? Is this Rob? So, 2656 Glendale Boulevard, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,233 square feet on a 5,242 square foot lot. $1,075,000 list price. Days on market 7. And brought to us by Laura Marchetti and Rob Callett. Let me read the description a bit. Artfully restored Spanish revival circa 1925 in the heart of Silver Lake. Enter into a character-rich living room with high covered ceiling, gracefully arched picture windows, and original Batchelder tile fireplace. Light and bright chef's kitchen with updated appliances, breakfast room, and separate laundry room. Formal dining with sliding glass doors that open to a lovely front patio. The spacious primary bedroom features ensuite bathroom, custom built in closet, and French doors that lead to the serene backyard. An additional bedroom and full bath complete the layout. The backyard features a large patio, perfect for entertaining, with an additional terrace level. The finished out garage is great as a work from home studio space, easy access to the best of Silver Lake, including the Silver Lake Reservoir and Meadow, Little Pine, Blair's, Broome Street, Whole Foods, and much more. Atwater Village and Los Feliz are just moments away as well. Ivanhoe School District. It's not a district, it's an elementary school. Offer deadline, Wednesday, May 5th, 10 a.m. So yeah, I didn't look and see what they paid for it. I think it was in an 800 range. So not a whole lot, I don't think.
Well, it's a
Alright.
charming house. It's an
Let's see where it
emotional
goes.
space.
Yeah.
They've remodeled it well. It's on a busy street. That's obviously
Yeah.
the biggest negative. Looks like there's a big tree out in front, which is always a plus on a busy street. So yeah, the price could go up for sure. I would expect that it would.
Okay. All right. Great. Let's move on. Okay. You want to try an oldie but a goodie, Kensington Road?
Sure. I did see that when it came on the other day.
Yeah. Okay. So 865 East Kensington Road, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,643 square feet on a 6,440 square foot lot, 1,895,000. Wow. And this has been on the market 3 days. Brought to us by Rob Hayward and William T. Heil Residence, 1901. So this is Angelino Heights in Echo Park. Would you say one of the oldest, if not the oldest, part of Los Angeles? Maybe second?
Oh, first suburb of Los Angeles. Yeah. Once you got outside of downtown, it was a long trek by by foot or by horse if you were
Carriage.
fortunate enough to have one, to get all the way over to Angelino Heights. Great neighborhood.
Yeah. It's really worth even going on Google Street View and going through some of these streets. You might notice these streets from television, from film. Mad Men sticks out in my head. Not a very nice house, but yeah, very cool. Okay, gonna move on. Let's see.
Well, there's another one on Kensington down there, 874 square feet for 840,000.
Okay.
I will point out on that 865, I think he talks about, if I remember correctly, the fact that it could qualify as a Mills Act house. Yes.
Got it. You're right.
So if something is historical, designated historical, you can get a pretty substantial tax break. There are restrictions that come with that, and
Right.
they're people who buy houses typically for this situation are willing to accept those restrictions, and that being that you're limited on alterations both inside and outside. For a Mills Act house, you need to get approval for any adjustments, and they want the house to stay period appropriate. And the benefit you get is a tax break, and it's a pretty substantial tax break.
Got it. Gosh, I'm thinking of you-know-who for this. 875 West Kensington Road, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 874 square feet. Might not be big enough for that. On a small 2,501 square foot lot, 840,000. What a deal. Days on market, 4. And brought to us by Marianne O'Donnell and Dorian Newberry. And seize the opportunity to live in coveted Angelino Heights, a historic neighborhood in the heart of Echo Park. Isn't that the last sentence from the last house?
Yeah.
Renovated 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and multi-use converted garage. Perfect home for those who enjoy well-appointed small spaces with easy access to great bars, restaurants, and coffee shops. 1 block from Sunset, walk distance to Elysian Park and Dodger Stadium. This home is flanked by Silver Lake in downtown L.A. Restored in 2018, it includes new copper plumbing, gas lines, electrical, HVAC, and custom-built wood windows. Dine al fresco on the Brazilian hardwood backyard deck, and use the renovated garage outfitted with its own mini-split heat and AC unit as a gym, office, or guest space. Smart home ready with Nest doorbell and thermostat. Maximum storage potential with Elphys system shelving and master walk-in closet, hall closet, and second bedroom. Newer appliances, high-efficiency washer, dryer, and Weber natural gas grill. There is a dimmer lighting throughout, made-to-measure light filtering, roller shades, and brand new drip irrigation system. Walk distance to Woodcat Coffee, Kobe, Ostrich Farm, Honey High, Lassen's Natural Market, Gasados, Historic Carroll Avenue, and much more. Single car driveway on street parking, zoned R2. Seller reserves a right to accept an offer before any deadline. Please put document in blah, blah, blah. All right. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that goes.
Sure.
Yep. All right. Next.
Maybe 2137 Fargo.
Okay. Yeah, I looked at that a couple days ago. Fargo, there it is. All right. Yeah, this was nice. Another one. Okay. Okay, 2137 Fargo Street. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's 2,285 square feet on a 7,499 square foot lot. $1,590,000 is the asking price. It's been on the market 3 days, and yeah, built originally 1905. It's been updated a little bit. Alyssa
Just a little.
Valentine and Kurt Wisner, the listing agents.
Yeah, nice house,
so-
good square footage, good outdoor destinations. Yeah, I think this will go with multiple offers.
Yeah. 2 driveways make parking a breeze. That's nice. Okay.
Let's do one in Los Feliz. What about Finley? 4951 Finley.
Finley. N-L. Oops. L. There it is. Okay. Another Spanish. 4951 Finley Avenue. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,690 square feet on a 6,619 square foot lot. 1,990,000. Days on market 7. Original build 1929. And Alan Levoff is the
Yeah.
listing agent.
He's a long time agent.
Oh, really?
40, 50 years. Yeah.
Well, let me read this a little bit. Located in the heart of Los Feliz, this exquisite, gated, quintessential circa 1929 Spanish masterpiece is steeped in authenticity and original charm, surrounded by lushly landscaped gardens. First time on the market in 50 years. You probably sold it. Bought it. Inner, upon a courtyard entry, original tiled entry leads to a spacious step-down living room with fireplace and beam ceilings, a large dining room with character and original windows, kitchen with pantry area and storage. Downstairs is occupied by a den, maid's room, and bath. The second floor has 3 bedrooms and 2 original tiled bathrooms, double-car garage, and an inviting backyard. The home is close to wonderful shops and restaurants, Griffith Park Observatory, Greek Theater, hiking trails, and all that Los Feliz has to offer. Your imagination will only enhance this beautiful home. Trust sale. No court
Got it.
confirmation.
Yeah, and it's a fixer. I mean, they didn't do much work at all to prep it for sale. So,
But gosh, the bones and the
yeah, it's a
original-
beautiful house. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's, for entertainment, let's do Chislehurst.
Chislehurst. Sounds
2331.
expensive.
Oh, it is. It's, it's definitely expensive.
All right. Chisel. Chisel. There it is. Luminous glow of the fire. All right. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Little shanty. 2331 Chislehurst Drive. 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, 10,000 square feet.
For the house,
On it.
not the lot.
All right. On a 16,955 square foot lot. 13,995,000. Wow.
Yeah. This is so
The
not
market
our
just
world.
came out. Yeah. Wow. Who was this brought to us by? Aero Malka. I don't know Aero Malka. Okay. Brand new, stunning estate inspired by Hollywood glamour is the first of its volume and scale in prime Los Feliz. Interpretations of classical architecture and design adorned with open spaces, surrounding views, luxurious designer amenities and finishes, automated walls of glass exemplify the best of indoor-outdoor living. Entry to a double foyer, formal living room, full bar, lounge, formal dining room with temp control wine cellar, formal family room, a grand chef's kitchen with a La Cornue double range, butler's kitchen, walk-in pantry, and an ensuite executive study office with a private entrance, central courtyard with a focal fire lounge, lavish infinity zero-edge pool, 2 bahas and a spa, outdoor kitchen with a full bar, barbecue, and an alfresco dining area, 4 upper-level expansive ensuite bedrooms connected by large outdoor terraces showcasing striking views, a luxurious master retreat with 2 master baths, heated floors, and double walk-ins, stylish elevator, wow, to the lower entertainment level with a professional theater, game room, sports bar, gym with ensuite steam shower, and built-in lounge beds.
All right, I can't take it anymore. It just sounds like my house. I mean, I don't know what to say. Yeah. Let's move on.
I was thinking, I don't think I'd ever leave, but I got to pay the mortgage. I got to leave. How long?
Yeah.
Man, good.
That's
Lord.
crazy. Well, that's what you do with if you're in the entertainment business in LA, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Make
Some of
your
those
own
people
prison.
they're stuck at home, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's harder.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is the advantage.
Okay. What else? Let's get out of Los Feliz.
Yeah, let's get out of Los Feliz. I agree.
93. You want to look in Eagle Rock?
Sure.
You know what? While you were away, I went over that one we were going after, Edith and Liz's place.
What you mean the one that we wrote an offer for that
Yeah.
sold? Did it sell?
It did.
What did it sell for?
$3,075,000.
Gosh.
Yeah. Amazing.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
That was a special place. Really was.
Okay. Let's see. 93. You want to check out Yosemite? It's like we're still in Los Feliz.
Yeah, that's Rob again. He's having a very good week. It's a great property though.
Yeah. Here. Let's get some variety going here. Glassell Park, 3040 West Avenue 35.
Sure.
A little dirt on it. Let's see. All right. So
We should do a whole show dedicated to under $1 million. It'd be the shorter list of this grouping.
it'd be a shorter program. You're right.
Yes.
All right. Well, this is not a good start. Only 3 photos. But let's take a look. 3040 West Avenue 35. This is a favorite area of Darren's and mine, of course. 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,161 square feet on a large 8,804 square foot lot for $999,000. And it's been on the market for 4 days. Original build 1942, brought to us by Tito Ortiz at Real Estate Connection. So hard to get a feel for this with 3 photos.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's the same photo. Well, that's... But it's not even the same photo. It's a different photo
tweaked
from the same angle.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, please.
Let's go to El Sereno, man. Let's do
All right.
Vaquero 2941.
DA. Yeah, I remember this one. I think it's a good one. Let's see. All
There's
right.
one on Granada too. That's back to
Cypress
Cypress.
Park?
Yeah. We'll do that after.
Okay, so nice photo. Only 8 pictures again. Sorry guys. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Oops. So if I remember correctly, there are definitely some flaws to this house, but let's take a look. 2941 Vaquero Avenue, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 744 square feet for a great price of $675,000 on a 4,998 square foot lot. Days on Market 6. Original build 1925, brought to us by David Rodriguez. So, what do they say? This beautiful Spanish single-story home is located in a pride of ownership neighborhood featuring a modern interior with old Spanish-style charm. From the moment you open the door, this home was updated to impress. You will notice completely new floors, new windows, new baseboards, new crown molding, recessed lighting, and complete interior and exterior paint. The kitchen was remodeled with stunning countertops, custom tile backsplash with metal trim, along with complete new cabinets. The bathroom was completely remodeled, as well as a full tile shower with rock pebble shower floor. Inside, a glass sliding door. Each room has been upgraded, remodeled with new floors, baseboards throughout. The home is on a hillside and featuring living room views overlooking Alhambra city lights, located in close proximity to shopping, dining, and downtown. Owner has stated there may not be permits for backyard accessory building that has a shower and bath.
Gosh, Joe, I haven't seen these distorted wide-angle photos in maybe 5 years now.
A little fisheye action.
Yeah. Gosh. So I think this is an opportunity where, maybe it's not marketed so well, but it looks, a traditional house set back from the street. Like there are some good opportunities here, and at a reasonable price, $675 for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's an opportunity.
Well, we'll see where it goes. That's awesome. You want to take a guess on this one?
I'm not feeling like I'm in the guessing mode today.
All right.
I did get my second vaccine shot today, and I'm feeling okay. Feeling okay so far.
I think they say, or Gab was saying it's like second day. It doesn't come on the first.
Don't tell me that. I thought I was already past it, man. Gosh.
All right. You wanted to go to? Did you want to go to Granada?
Yeah, it's a big house. It's a fixer.
All right.
It's a big house, yeah. Converted garage.
Where is it? Oh, Granada. Okay. Oh, which one? 2640?
2640.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, so 2640 Granada.
Oh, and it's a duplex listed under single family again.
There you go. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,810 square feet. Great price, $699,900 on a 5,400 square foot lot. Yeah, it is fixer. Days on market 5, and brought to us by Ronald Ramos, KW Vision, out of the 626 or the 909 area code. So that's good. Incredible investment opportunity. Duplexes do not come around easy these days. This property is perfect for an investor or family looking to build generational wealth. This 2-unit property is centrally located in Cypress Park alongside Mount Washington. Easy access to some of LA's major freeways, 5, 110, and the 2. Walking distance to Rio de los Angeles State Park. You are minutes away from some of Los Angeles' great landmarks: Dodger Stadium, downtown LA, Chinatown, Highland Park, Echo Park, Silver Lake, and Griffith Park Observatory. Oh yes, and the famous Footsie's Bar, where multiple movies have been filmed, is right down the street on Figueroa, right next to multiple shopping centers, restaurants, and family businesses. There are a total of 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. This property sits on 5,400 square feet lot, and we know how important parking is in Los Angeles. You have your own driveway where you can park multiple cars. The front unit has 2 bedroom, 1 bath, living room, laundry room, and great sized kitchen. The second unit has 1 bedroom, 1 bath.
That's
I'm not
enough.
inspired to even read this.
Yeah. I was hoping you would stop soon. Look,
You can call it out too, man. I'm just like,
So duplexes are not rare, but 2 vacant units are rare, and this is
Right.
a 2 on a lot, detached. It is a good opportunity. It's a good price. Yeah, I think this is a good value, and someone should jump on this quickly. I think it should sell fast.
That's what I was thinking when I saw that out of area agent. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's in a pocket that's interesting between San Fernando and Cypress Ave. But it works.
Yep.
Yeah, that neighborhood's improving rapidly.
Okay. Where do you want to go now? You want to go to...
What is Rose Hill priced at? Let me see here.
Oh, yeah.
Another
all right.
700K. Yeah, it's like a Rose Hill.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think the drawback on this one for me was a lot of stairs going down. That was it. Yeah. Okay. 4504 East Rose Hill Drive, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 940 square feet of living space, 5,520 square feet of lot, 699,000. Days on market 3, and John Dolan is the listing agent. I'm not inspired to read this one either, man. Sorry.
So
you see how it goes downhill, and then you don't have.
I do, and you have an attic that's a low pitch. So
yeah, why they even do that?
This is all about. Kids can sleep up there. They're not tall, right?
Right.
They can learn to tilt their heads sideways as they walk in spaces. This is a little less about neighborhood, even a little less about house. You can improve it. It's very much about view and price point. Yeah. And the view's great. The deck is huge off the back. They put some money into that. But it's pretty spectacular out there, it looks like.
It looks a little narrow, though. But yeah, when I saw that deck, I was like, oh, okay. I like the deck. Let's check it out.
Yeah, the proportions in the house seem off, right? Yeah. Sometimes they take these small houses and they make them even weird. When they originally build them, the proportions make sense. They're just small, but when they modify them, they don't do a great job. Okay. So,
all right.
I think that's good. Maybe one more. What about Coringa?
Yeah.
I like Coringa Street or Coringa Drive.
Coringa. There it is. Okay. That sculptured cypress tree. What's that? Okay, so get it going. 5238 Coringa Drive. That's in Highland Park. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,489 square feet on a 5,009 square foot lot. $1,099,000 asking. Days on market 5, and original build 1910. Brought to us by Wendy Colton. Oh, we know Wendy Colton and David Robles.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, guys.
So, gosh, big house for this price point. Good neighborhood. The finishes are, they're off. This is, sometimes you can just tell, this is clearly an owner-occupied house compared to, it's staged and prepped for market. But to get that neighborhood, that square footage, it's one of those situations where everything might be functioning. You'll still go back and make some changes to make it work for you from a design perspective. Yeah. So that it feels like home. Fully tiled bedrooms, and it just doesn't work for some people. Right. But nice outdoor destinations. I think this is a good price for a very large house.
Yeah. I was going to say, you've got to get rid of the furniture. You've got to get rid of those wall colors and make it your own. But these guys, these sellers, looks like they put a lot of work into this place.
They did.
You just got to modernize it. They really thought of a lot of things as I'm looking at these photos.
Yep. I feel the same way. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Well, great. Guys, I'm going to stop sharing here and sign off with you. But sorry for the glitch there. But obviously we rebounded, and we wish you the best this week. We'll see you next week, Monday, 2 o'clock. Have a great one. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you now.